Hi, and welcome to another episode of Tool Talk. I'm Mark the Window Cleaner, the show brought to you by windowcleaningresource.com. Well, being a bit of an Unger fan and using the Unger ErgoTech handles quite a bit over the years, I've never really had a strong need for using any kind of a hold-down clips. You've probably seen them or used them yourselves, hold-down clips to hold the rubber in place in your channel. Most Ettore users out there are very familiar with using hold-down clips. And like I say, I've never really been in need of it. Once in a while I'll use Ettore gear and I will use the brass clips. But I really hate dealing with these brass clips. They're very tight and cumbersome. Some people don't mind what it takes to set up a squeegee with brass clips. But for me, I consider it to be a bit of a pain. And although I've known that Unger has had their own type of rubber hold-down clips for their channels, being an ErgoTech user, I've never really had a need for it because the ErgoTech handles, they hold the squeegee channel and they hold the rubber in place. Why would I need this? Well, Tony Evans, also known as Mr. Squeegee on windowcleaningresource.com, he did a video a few weeks back and talking about the Unger plastic clips and how it's helped him with his channels, and he finds them very handy. And I've always wanted to give them a try myself and sort of take a look at some of the good things and when would I really require them. So I've been trying them out for the last couple of weeks, and now in Mr. Squeegee's video I noticed something very distinct and a little bit different from what I've seen in other pictures or videos that I've seen using the Unger clips. Normally I've seen the Unger clips advertised showing that the plastic clip is put in place of the rubber in the front section between the rubber and the front of the squeegee channel, such as you see here. And I've seen a couple of pictures online and in catalogs showing the exact same thing. But he mentioned putting the the plastic clips in behind the rubber, as you see here. Now, one thing that you'll notice looking at this little squeegee here is that it's given the corners kind of a dog ear effect, the dog ears like that. And speaking of dog earring, some window cleaners have really advocated dog earring their channels. This is basically a process of putting your squeegee channel in a vise and bending the back of the channel a little bit forward. This causes a little bit more pressure onto the back of the rubber, which helps you in detailing edges. So when you're squeegeeing around and you're getting close to the edge, close to a seal, whatever, you've got this little extra pressure on there. Helps prevent the rubber from riding up on the seal, and as well as just pushes down a little bit harder so you can get all your solution off around the edges. So I've been pretty much trying both methods, and I have to admit that I'm going to go along with Mr. Squeegee, Tony Evans, and saying that putting the plastic clips behind the rubber certainly benefits me a lot more than putting it on the front side. Now, you can see on this ErgoTech handle, the way the handle is designed, there's absolutely really no practical need for using clips, since the handle itself holds the channel and the rubber in place. So it's almost pointless to me to put the plastic clips on this side of it, the front side. Putting them in the back, definitely. And I have noticed a great deal less of detailing needed when squeegeeing by hand, and even by pole, it certainly helps. And when you're doing work on extension poles, the last thing you want to have to do after squeegeeing a window is spending a little, too much time detailing. You can't get quite as good detailing with your rag on a pole as you can, nose to glass. So anyway, Unger plastic clips, what can I say? They work good for holding the rubber, and they certainly work as a very good alternative to having to dog ear your channels. Because obviously dog earring a channel, once you bent it, that's it, you've altered the shape. Bending it back is kind of pointless. Very cheap alternative. A few bucks, you get 40 clips in the pack, and they just basically open up here, and then you have these little tabs, and you break them off, and when you want to use a couple, and if you lose a couple, you got 40 here. If you've got some that you've been using that you don't need, you got a couple loose ones there, you just put it in the case, close it up, stick it in your pocket, stick it in your work bag, whatever. Just a few bucks, something very simple like this can probably aid your setup. So anyway, check it out. Unger plastic clips at windowcleaningresource.com. Okay, bye for now.